Hi everybody, Steve from Steve's Makerspace, and today we are in RoboCo, and I decided to make a car in a game that is not designed to make cars. This video is a little bit silly, but also I did some experiments that you might find interesting that might actually be useful. Let me show you the final car that I designed, and remember that this game is not designed to make cars. It's designed to make robots. So here's the best I could come up with for a car design. I've got a little dude in here. The doors open and close. There is a little bit of a gap in here, unfortunately. I couldn't figure out how to open and close the doors without having some kind of gap. There's glass blocks, blocky blocks. There aren't glass wedge pieces, so I couldn't make actual windshield, so I just left that empty. This isn't the best part. It gets better, and by getting better I mean it gets worse. So let me drive it. So it's kind of bouncy, and the wheels don't grip very well. This sometimes it just goes flying. But let me show you some of these different variations. This is the most basic form of a car. And you can see it's very bouncy, kind of hard to control. It wants to fishtail a lot. And so this is two-wheel steering. So then I made a version that's four-wheel steering, which is a little bit more maneuverable, but it still bounces incredibly much. Very bouncy. I tried creating different suspension. This car doesn't have suspension. First off, there's the bobble spring. The bobble spring is not to be confused with suspension. It actually made it worse. It's pretty funny. I tried these powered hinges in the constructs, and that really didn't work very well. So then I tried using pistons, and that actually worked quite well. So I mean, it's not perfect, but it's a lot better than without the pistons. But this car is using something else, which is the differential right here. So I wanted to figure out how to use this. It was kind of complicated. I don't think I actually need two different motors powering these, but I thought maybe it would give it a little extra power to have two different ones. I think you really only need one of these here, and this one could just be eliminated and it would still work fine. I put some support here on either side because otherwise this thing was kind of flopping up and down. I also gave it some support over here. So one of the things that made it complicated was that so this rod is spinning and it has to go all the way to the wheel, but the wheel has to turn, which means that, oh hello, which means that I needed to be able to turn the rod and have the wheel continue to spin. So the only way I could figure to do that was to put my servo above this and then this below and have this angle bracket or whatever you want to call it. And so now you can see that works, except that if we watch it in action, it's pretty floppy, and I don't know why it's all floppy, but it is. I guess it's floppy because this game is not designed to make cars, and it's not supposed to be going at this high speed. Now for this, I was using the universal joint right here. Then I tried using a CV joint. So this is the CV joint instead, and that worked better. It's not quite as floppy. It still flops a little bit, but it's better. And then it was still kind of hard to control. So then I tried this version, which has differential both in the front and the back and four-wheel steering. So I just copied this whole rig from the front to the back and then flipped the direction of the steering in the back. And it's a little slower, but it's not too bad. I don't know why it's quite so slow. I think the differential, for some reason, it loses some power because even if I go straight, it's still going pretty slow. I increased the RPMs. The other car I just showed you was 300 RPMs, and this one's at 400, but it's still really slow. So I don't know what's up with that. If maybe there's just some slippage with the differential. But this one is at least the least floppy and the most maneuverable. The car I created here doesn't have the differential. Yeah, I used four-wheel steering, but it's not using a differential. This was before I started experimenting with the differential. So I wish I could tell you that everything is on a workshop, but there's no workshop. So just get to show it to you. Besides, most of you aren't able to play the game yet anyway. Sorry. But you can wish list it. It's a pretty cool game. That's all the information I wanted to convey. Now, we could try to mess with some people. Oh, I knocked him out. Emergency shutdown initiated. Oh, he's back up. Good for you. Hello. Bam. Alright, let's see if we can deliver a sandwich with my car. Alright. Sandwich. Good. Let's see. And... oopsie. Sorry. Sorry about that. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I'm stuck. Okay, let's try that again. Alright, here we go. Grab a sandwich. There you go. Let's see if we can get it through here. Excuse me. Excuse me. And boom. No, it fell on the floor. Darn it. Alright. Oops, sorry about that. Oh, hello. Excuse me. Pardon me. Sorry about that. Oops. Excuse me. Sorry. Oops. Well, that's it. A short little video for you today. If you like this video, give it a like, consider subscribing to the channel, ring the bell for notifications. Comments are always welcome. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye now. Steve's Makerspace.